What was the first album you ever bought with your own money?
It was Men Without Hats.
No way.
Yeah. Safety Dance.
Safety Dance.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And they're from Montreal.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, they're from Montreal. So it was very exciting.
Wow. And first concert you ever saw?
With Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which is great because she is one of the great singers of all time.
Great singer.
One of the top.
Great singer.
And I got to sing with her recently on her tour, and it was just such an amazing circle of, because I remember so distinctly being at her show.
Yeah.
And opening at that time were the Bangles, and now, Susanna Hoffs is a really good friend. So it's kind of fun how
She's awesome.
Yeah, no, she's incredible.
She and I did a show together years ago. We did a couple shows in a row, and they had her opening for me at some outdoor venue on a tour.
Yeah.
And I was really excited to meet her, and her tour bus broke down on the way to the first gig. So at a certain point, we just had to just go and do the show. And I said something about, Susanna, she didn't just blow us off here.
Yeah.
I think it was the Mountain Winery or something, one of those outdoor venues.
Yeah.
And the audience was great and everybody was cool. And I felt so bad for her, but my sarcasm took over. And so I saw her, she came to the side, like she was just sort of waving, because it was too late to do anything, she couldn't set up or anything. Yeah. But I made her come out. I said, Susanna's here. She's just going to come out and say hi. And so she came out and she gave me a hug. And right in front of the audience, I went, Susanna, it's good to see you. Can I get you anything? Like a watch? And she just looked at me like, you asshole. But we did a few shows together and she was so lovely.
Yeah, no, she's great. I had a similar thing like that with Sara Bareilles because I did this duet with her. I don't know if you've seen that. We did this one... She Used to Be Mine, that song.
Oh, yeah.
Wrote. We did a duet.
From Waitress.
From Waitress. You should check it out. It's on, we did it for PBS.
I know Sarah and I've written with her and I love her.
And it kind of had a thing for a moment. It was pretty great for me and for us. And
she's an incredible singer.
Yeah, no, amazing singer.
One of my favorite singers on the planet.
We'll check out our duet of it on PBS. Anyways, but I had spent, a couple of days really learning the song and I created this harmony that was just unearthly, in terms of its range.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that it had to be that way, and it was at the end of the show, and I've been practicing all day, and I was super nervous. It was at the Kennedy Center. It was being filmed. It was the whole thing, and back before it was manhandled, and so then I got on stage. Finally, it was the end of the night, and she's like, Rufus Wainwright, and we're about to start, and then right before we start, she goes, "Don't fuck it up." And I was like,
but it probably was good.
And it was good because it kind of it totally jabbed me.
Yeah.
And I had no choice but to not fuck it up.
I met her, became friendly with her, and maybe like a dozen years ago, 13 years ago, something like that. I was still living in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I had a studio at my house, and I was doing a lot of writing and producing there and stuff. And she came to spend the weekend with me in Chicago. And we wrote a couple of songs together just to kind of see what would happen. Nothing really, we wrote one really, really beautiful song.
Yeah.
But we just ended up having so much fun.
Yeah.
And we went to dinner that night. And at the dinner, we were just talking. We hadn't spent a lot of time together at this point. But I said, I asked her, like, who were your heroes and who do you love? Who do you idolize? And she goes, oh, that's an easy one, Olivia Newton-John. I'm obsessed with, she's my favorite. I worship her.
Wow.
I'd known Olivia since I was 19 years old.
Wow.
So as Sarah's ordering, I text Olivia Newton-John.
Wow.
And I go, and I'm thinking, oh, this would be cool to get her to send a video or something. So I text her and I go, hey, how are you? Where are you these days? And she goes, this is so weird. I was going to text you. I'm coming to Chicago tomorrow, but I'm only there for the night. I was going to see, I know you're probably busy, but maybe we could get together.
Right.
So I went, hold dinner for me. We'll have dinner. So I say to Sara, after we work in the studio tomorrow, I want to take you to this really cool restaurant, but it's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah.
So anyway, I take Sara to this restaurant, and as we're waiting at the host stand, Olivia walks up, and Sara sees her and realizes that this is all.
Yeah.
And Sara ran into the coat room and started crying.
Oh God, that's so
and finally
sweet.
composed herself and came back out, and we had this beautiful dinner.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
And from that point on, Sara and Olivia would text each other. And,
that's amazing.
And so
that's
when Olivia passed, which was so heartbreaking, I got the sweetest text from Sara saying, I can't thank you enough for making that happen.
That's amazing. Yeah, well, for me, Xanadu was big. That was a big deal.
Dude, I hadn't seen Xanadu, but I loved this duet with Cliff Richard called Suddenly.
Yeah.
And then when I became friendly with Olivia, several years after the movie came out, she invited me to her house and made me dinner. I was 19 or 20 years old.
Yeah.
And somehow Xanadu came up, and I mentioned that I love that song so much. And I said, I've actually never seen the movie. And she goes, do you want to see it?
Yeah.
And I said, what do you mean? She goes, I've got a tape of it.
Yeah.
And I got to sit and watch Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John sitting there.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh my God.